guys, how's it going? Welcome to this Gamer Tech review. Now in this review, we're going to be taking a look at the Phobya Touch 630 fan controller. Now this is a fan controller made by Phobya and was sent to me by Aqua Tuning, so thank you guys very much. It can take up to 6 fans, either 3-pin or 4-pin, and it also has 6 temperature sensors in here too, so you can monitor different locations in your case to see if they need more airflow or less airflow. That's the basics of the product out of the way, so let's just have a close-up at the box. Now it is a pretty blank box apart from the front side, which just gives you the full kind of rundown of the item itself. Now it is a single bay 5.25, so it will take up one of the spaces where like an optical drive would go. It has input voltages of 5 and 12 volts and an output voltage of 5 to 12 as well. Now that's the box rundown out of the way, let's just crack it out of the box and take a closer look at it. Now I am quite looking forward to getting inside this box because I've never actually played with a touch fan controller before. It's always have like little twisty knobs on the front or something like that, so I am quite looking forward to it. That's just a little booklet going through about where the fans go, the power connector, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and also the temperature sensors here. That's where they all mount, and then there's a brief overview of the front and how to use those settings there, which is quite cool. Then we have the controller itself here in a nice red bag. I'm guessing it's going to be an anti-static bag for extra protection, and I must admit that does look quite nice. Look at that! It's very pretty. I do like the black finish, and that should hopefully go with the case quite well. Black does go with anything, and this nice polished silver on there as well does look very nice. Let's pop them to the side. See what else we get included in the box as well. There should be a load of cables. Yep, there they are. Let's move all that to the side. So this is... This looks like a power cable to me. That is a power cable there, along with a load of screws. Oh, they're the temperature sensors. A couple of temperature sensors in there. And in here, I'm guessing this is going to be pretty much everything else. So let's just crack inside this bag. Quite a collection of different cables here, as you can see. So this one here, 6 temperature sensors there, all looking good and ready to go. And I like that they're on this type of cable. It means that you can just pull them off as long as you need to go wherever you like. And if you say you don't want to use 6, then you can keep the majority of them all nicely tight together. So that's a nice little touch there. Pop that to the side. And then these are all of your fan connectors here, including the power for the unit as well, which has got a male to female Molex adapter. So that means you can plug it in and also use another Molex on there if you wanted to. And yeah, looking pretty cool. Must admit, it does look quite impressive. And it does say all of these have got 3 pins in there, but they are compatible with both 3-pin and 4-pin fans, so that's important to remember. Wicked. So that's the inside of the box done. Let's just get into putting it into a PC and testing it out. Now the first thing to remember when installing this fan controller, and with any fan controller I find, is to plug in your cables first. Now this is very, very important, just because if you install it in the case without connecting your cables, then you're going to have such a hard time trying to poke them through and getting your hand in. It's just because it's such a tight space and the pins are really small, so I can't stress this enough. Now once you've got it in the case, you will want to screw it in on both sides, just because remember this is a touch panel, so that means you're going to be pressing it and poking it all of the time to get, you know, the right fan up, to select the right speed and check out the temperature. So make sure it is very firmly secured on both sides of the case, and this will stop us from pushing it into the case when using it. Now look at this, ready? I do love peeling the plastic off. So what were my overall thoughts on this fan controller here? Well, first of all, I thought it was very easy to use and install. All you've got to do is, you know, just put it in the case, screw it in, and you're kind of done, as you saw earlier. And then it's just the case of going through this, selecting your fan, having a look at the temperatures and things like that. Now it is important to remember which temperature sensor you put near which fan, because it's best to have the fans numbered where the sensors are, because otherwise you'll just completely forget what is supposed to be going on where. So you might make a fan faster, but the temperature stays the same, whereas somewhere else in the case the temperature has gone down. So make sure you kind of pair your fans with the sensors, and then everything will make much more sense. Also, take an extra moment just to make sure that everything is wired up correctly. The first time I put this in, I accidentally wired it up wrong, and I was getting some odd readings from the controller itself. However, after going back through it and double checking everything, I found out what I did wrong and I fixed it. So yeah, just make sure that you double check everything once you've plugged it all together. Overall, I am very happy with it. I think it looks very nice and very flush against the case. It is a very pretty fan controller, and the fact that it's touch operated as well, I really like that. Like it is nice having knobs which you can just turn and adjust the fan speeds like that, but with this one here, it manages to keep the front of the case completely flat. So if you are transporting it, taking it to LAN events, things like that, you don't have to worry about, you know, those little knobs getting knocked and then either the whole controller breaking or just one of the knobs breaking off, or even one of the knobs falling off and losing it. So there's definitely pros to this, and yeah, big thumbs up from me. And with that, that's the end of the review. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it interesting and enlightening and everything else. If you haven't already, then make sure you subscribe for more reviews and vlogs and other videos like that. But also, I do a lot of streaming on Twitch. The link is just below, so make sure you click that and then follow me over there for the next live stream. So until then, on the next YouTube video, I'll see you later. Stay fresh, guys.